described the knight in shining armour.
Ackland, doctor, attended Chapman's inquest with a very weak excuse.
Leave him on. Mansfield.
Your friend the actor? Alibi for the Chapman killing? But he knows about autopsies because Ackland showed him one.
Underline him. Is that all?
Yeah. Mind you, you're pretty good with a razor.
So are you. Put us both down. Nice.
Yeah.
Lady Gull.
Good afternoon, Inspector. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Would you like some tea?
I gather Sir William is resting.
Oh, he'll be down in a moment. Any excuse to ignore doctor's orders.
Oh, is he ill?
No, not really. He had a small stroke some time ago, and our son-in-law insists on a nap. He's a doctor, too, Dr. Ackland. It's quite a battle, I can assure you.
A stroke? I didn't realise he had a stroke.
Oh, yes. Well, he hardly practices at all now, just a day or two at the hospital. He gets very depressed and tired, so don't tax him too much, will you?
Ah, thank God. Someone's come. How about some tea, my dear? No, I can see you've already thought of that.
I hope we're not interrupting anything, Sir William.
Oh, good heavens, no. When you grow old, they treat you as a child, send you to bed. Now that you're here, I shall be allowed some cake. Sit down, sit down. Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Sir William, what kind of man could do that to a young girl?
Good God. When did this happen?
Last night. What kind of man am I looking for, Doctor?
He's what we now call a psychopath. Mentally deranged person. With a chronic sexual difficulty, I'd imagine.
According to the police surgeon, Sir William, there was never any actual...
No intercourse? You surprise me.
Have you ever seen anything like that before, Doctor?
Never. I've engaged in vivisection, of course. It advances medical science, but what purpose there can be in this? Total destruction of a healthy human being. I'm at a loss to understand.
How would I recognize him?
That won't be easy. He'd probably appear quite normal until his insanity rears its head. We find that quite common.
We think there may be two of them, Sir William.
Two? Well, that is interesting. They would have to be very sure of one another to share a thing like this. Very sure indeed.
Family ties?
Possibly. Some exotic religion, perhaps. Politics. Anything which makes one man submit to the will of another.
Politics?
Certainly. Convince a little man that he's serving some great cause, some grand experiment, and he'll do practically anything for you.
Kill people?
Of course. He'll burn witches for you, torture your enemies for you. And he'll do it with a smile, if he thinks it's right. The history books are full of it.
Convince a little man.
There will always be leaders and followers, Inspector. You even have them in the police, do you not?
Come on, Theo. Jump. Good boy.
Where's Grandpapa?
Splendid. Netley, will you wait? Ah, Inspector. Caroline, this is Mr. Abbeline. You remember I told you about him.
Yes, of course. How do you do, Inspector?
And this is my son, Theo William.
You've been to see my father, Inspector?
Yes, Mrs. Ackland. We've been talking to Sir William.
I hope you left him in a good mood. He can be quite a tyrant at times.
Well, Good day to you, gentlemen.
Good day, Dr. Ackland. Mrs. Ackland.
That's it, Fred. That's the coach.
They've taken off the Royal Crest, you see that?
Yeah, the patch on the side, and that's John Netley from the Royal Mews.
Convince the little man.
We're going to lose him, Fred.
Bring him in at 6, the cell routine.
Right.
We've got him, George. We've got both of them. Now go!
It's too late, Abbeline. There's nothing I can do, not now.
But I need that document today, Commissioner, with your signature on it.
There have been other documents today, Abbeline. Telegrams. And a signature on this one will make my position very clear to you. This new and most ghastly murder shows the absolute necessity for some very decided action. Those are the words of the Queen, Abbeline, this morning.
But, Commissioner, you said yourself.
1 hour ago, the Secretary of State replied as follows. Mr. Henry Matthews begs to inform your Majesty that the Cabinet have today decided to accept the resignation of the Police Commissioner, Sir Charles Warren. Does that answer your question?
No, Sir Charles. You are still Commissioner until midnight.
See my successor, Abbeline, on Monday, please.
You told me to bring you Jack the Ripper. You sign that piece of paper and I will. Tonight.